constantly checking yourself, okay, if I'm reacting in this way, what is this doing to the larger group? Exactly. Is it just me being passive and not saying anything and, basically letting the bully win? Or in my silence, am I actually like fighting the bully in my own way, So I think that's a very important point that you made there. Yeah.
And I think for me, like, it raises a bigger question again. When I get it, where, like I was saying, the whole point of being assertive is so that whatever God put in you comes out to the world in its purest form, right? That's the whole point of being assertive, as far as I'm concerned, right? Then you have to confront fear constantly as a human being who wants to let God's voice flow through you. You have to constantly confront your own fear, because people can only scare you from the outside if you're already scared on the inside. You know what I'm saying? So the point is,
bars today.
Yo, I'm gonna quote someone.
Yeah. So the point is to, and I think that's what a lot of the teachings that we've been hearing are saying, is that if you're always coming from love, then the fear can never win. So even for you within yourself, like, we need to look at ourselves like that, or listen. The all-knowing, all-wise universe put me here in this form. Therefore, right, I matter, and not only am I going to live, but I'm going to thrive. That's my birth, right? And therefore...
And even if...
Continue. Yeah.
Sorry, bro. You're on a beautiful roll. I'll actually jump in when you finish. I want you to complete that thought. It was beautiful.
Yeah. So you matter, right? And therefore, right? Well, now I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Let me bring it back. Say what you were saying. Maybe that will.
I'm sorry. I knocked you off your train of thought. What I was gonna say was, even if you're not, because sometimes you're gonna go into a confrontation and you're not gonna live. Everybody's gonna die someday, right? So like what I'm trying to say is, like, we have to take stock of, like, how do we want to live, because you're not gonna die in every confrontation that you have. Like, you're gonna make it through
the one that you
all of the confrontation. Yeah. So it's like all of the confrontation. So it's like you're gonna go through all of these confrontations, and then your response is gonna be the fear response. Is gonna be like the dipping your head response, and then eventually, like, those stack up, and then it's like your whole life, you're living your whole life like that, of like keeping your head down in all of these scenarios where you thought, it was gonna be the worst thing if I stood up for myself. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I think a more beautiful life would be like if you stood up for yourself every time and you made it through every time. And if one day you didn't make it through, I mean, you didn't make it through on your terms, on saying, like, these are my boundaries. This is what I believe. Yeah, and that's better than living till 150. But not.
So, just to finish what I was saying, though, right? And I totally agree with you. Just to finish what I was saying was, I get it. That's what all the teachers are always telling us. So you're better off coming from love than from fear, right? So when you accept what you are a gift to the world from the universe, right? That should be your first basis for love. You should love whatever God made in you. Like, love the shit out of it. Love it enough to protect it. Love it enough to fight for it. Love it enough to, even if you're going to be a pacifist, remove it from anything. Because I get it on a deeper level. What pacifism is understanding your energy so well and understanding other people's energy so well that you just have no clashing energies around you. Like, none. So that's a very deep spiritual calling. So I don't take pacifism lightly at all. Because also I understand the deep level of love that you have to come from to be a pacifist. So the point is, all of us, once you come from that love, then it's like, once you love what God has made in you, then you're ready to stand up for it. Like, the fear becomes less because you're coming from love. And if you love what God has made in you, and you love what God has made in other people, then standing up for yourself is trying to make sure whatever God made in that person is not destroyed, right? Because I've never met a bully, right, who, as much as they look like they're proud in themselves while they're doing what they're doing, I know in the greater scheme of things that there's no way you can be this evil and feel good about yourself. So it means, the light of God that was put in you you are currently dimming. So if I have to smack you for you to stop dimming your light of God, I feel like it's my responsibility. I am my brother's keeper. Like, this is all love, and like, I love myself enough to stand up for myself, and I love you enough to stop you from destroying yourself and me in the process. You know what I mean? So that's where the love comes in, and that's why the love is so important. That's why it's very important to find belief systems that encourage you to love yourself and to love the world that you live in and to love others. Because if you're always moving from love, then you never even think about fear. Which is why, like, when a mom sees a child in danger, it doesn't matter what the danger is. She's not going to think, I'm this small, that thing is that big, there's a truck coming. She going to run, bro. Run for the child, and whatever happens, happens. If I die, I die. I will have died living for the love of, for what I love. And that's a good way to go, bro. So
100%.
So, yeah, you were saying?
No, I was just said 100%. Please go ahead, Rejoice.
So, like, I don't know if you guys noticed that Tiffany Haddish, like, recently shaved her head, right? And I actually, like, I follow her on Instagram, but I've never actually, like, sat down to listen to her.
She looks
What does she
struggling. She looks like she's struggling.
This guy.
Why are you being a bully on a show about bullying?
How was that? Like, everything that you said now, you are like
how am I being a bully? I'm asking why.
And he gave such a beautiful speech, right? His speech was like the light of God within you. The bullies will never be able to extinguish that.
But I'm asking, why did she do it? So now we're not allowed to ask questions.
What she just said now, right?
Okay,
like,
so.
most things inspire what I'm talking about.
Okay,
Right?
I'm listening there.
Yeah, like, as I was saying, I never actually took the time to listen to her. And she did an interview with like Vlad TV, and she was basically saying that she's been through a lot of things in her life, right? And people are saying, you know, of course, like, oh, why did she shave her hair? She looks like what? Or maybe she's going through like a midlife crisis or like Britney Spears moment and whatnot, right? And she was saying that she actually took a moment and said, like, she knows every bit of herself, right? But she didn't know her head, right? Like, she doesn't know like how many moles she has, you know, and she just wanted to like get to know her, like all of her, right? And accept herself the way that she is and love herself like fully. Because what she was saying was that if you love yourself and you understand yourself and you're very happy and content with yourself, nobody can come in and say something about you that is not true, that you know is untrue about yourself, and you accept it, you know, because you know yourself, and you love yourself that much. And I thought that was so
And also,
powerful.
it doesn't even matter how you look once you get to that point.
Exactly. And she's so happy. She's like, I don't know, but like, just listening to that interview, I was like, I'm so in love. I was like, this girl.
That's
like,
awesome. No, that's awesome. I take back what I said. Power to Tiffany. I don't know about all that. I'm just saying,
personified.
Yeah. No, so power to that. Power to that.
Now you're trying to do this.
No, I'm not. Like, there was no inconsistency. Like, me asking about why would she change her look, like, I was really trying to find out. But now that you tell me, it was an act of self-love. It was a part of her doing exactly what I was saying, which is bring forth the light of God that was put into the world, like, and not let any fear stand in your way.